Dickie here, and I'm delighted to be here always. I love hearing the LifeVantage story, and I love to hear it from everyone's perspective. And I love beautiful Miss Lori Charette. And Lori has embraced single motherhood to her two amazing daughters at a very young age, which fueled her passion for entrepreneurship, allowing her to play a more active role in her daughters' lives and her upbringing. So she's pretty much been a serial entrepreneur over the last 35 years, but interestingly enough, she had never been a part of MLM prior to LifeVantage. After the devastation she suffered from the economy crash in 2008, who didn't, and totally lost everything, she was broke and broken. And as so many others, she found herself on her knees praying for something to save her. Those prayers were answered back in 2012 when a stranger showed up in her life and shared a medical breakthrough. She was blessed and blown away by what she had learned, and this information has forever changed her life. 11 years later, she has excelled in ways she never thought possible. Most importantly, she's excited to offer hope to so many and make an impact on so many more. And with the exception of her two daughters, she has never been a part of something so rewarding as what she gets to do today with LifeVantage. This became her home and her lifeline, and she's excited to share a little more about her story with you. Like so many of us, she believes it's her moral obligation to make sure everyone knows about these products and business. So Lori, thank you for saying yes. Thank you for being here. We're super excited to hear you. Take it away, girl. I'm passing the baton.
So hello. Oh my goodness. So, first and foremost, I have to say thank you to Carrie Dickey, but I really want to give a shout out because I am so grateful to be on her team, because what you've done, Carrie, the way that you have unwavering coaching and leadership with us, you have set us up for success, literally. And I have been thankful of that since day one. And by the way, 2 days ago was my 11-year anniversary. 12/12/12 is my anniversary date. Yeah. So super excited. So I want to welcome the guests here tonight. I am so excited that you guys are here. We are really in a very busy season right now. So it speaks a lot that you've showed up, and I'm hoping to make it worth your while. The information here is very, very valuable, and it's going to be beneficial for you and certainly somebody that you know and care about. So I'm going to share a little bit, just add a little bit more to my story, to what Carrie had said. And I, back in 2008, 2010, I went through the economy crash like so many of the rest of us did. But I just want to share what happened was I had my own business of 7 years. And in 2 years in slow motion, I ended up losing my car, my business, my home, my insurance, my retirement, my life, you guys, in slow motion. And you can only imagine, I was just absolutely devastated. But the worst part is I was hopeless. And the reason why is we couldn't get work. Jacksonville, Florida, or North Florida got hit really, really hard, and everybody was letting go of employees and they were closing down business. So that was what was most scary, right? Because what do you do? So I ended up relocating to South Dakota, you all. South Dakota, Florida girl in South Dakota. Yeah, that just doesn't go. And I ended up there for work. And it's kind of interesting how our paths are carefully orchestrated, right? So one of my daughters came up and we opened up a retro salon in the local mall. And that was my restart button. And we were really excited. However, at 18 months new, we were getting rumors that Dick's Sporting Goods was going to come into the mall. And in fact, they did. And they came into the wing that we were at, and there were 6 businesses that were booted out, and we were one of them. And that was my restart button, right? I have already lost everything. Can you feel it? I can feel it right now. It was scary. And I was so on my knees praying for an answer, desperately praying for an answer. And thank God he delivers. And there was a stranger that came in and showed up and shared the story of LifeVantage. And thankfully, there was an opportunity attached to it, right? So I really hope tonight something connects with somebody, and that you can see that this gift of LifeVantage can change your stars like it did mine. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to try to share my screen here. Make sure I do okay.
You got it.
So far, so good. How's that? Woo-hoo! Okay. There we go. So our motto here at LifeVantage is take it, feel it, and share it. And luckily, we get to have fun, make money, and make a difference while we do it. So let's get started with how we began here at LifeVantage. And it started with our flagship product. It was sitting on the shelves of many stores like GNC and CVS. And when our first study was released and said that our product reduces oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days, and you can no longer tell the difference of the blood of an 80-year-old and a 20-year-old, you can only imagine that it captured the attention of the one and only ABC primetime investigation. Do y'all remember that? They used to go to businesses that were making claims and they would invite them on TV so they can expose them. And we used to watch that because they were an advocate for us, right? And so John Quinones put it to the test, and what it showed in 2 weeks, it reduced his oxidative stress or toxic free radical damage by 45% in 2 weeks. So we were pretty excited, right? So let's have some audience participation. How many of you are familiar with the term inflammation is at the root cause of all diseases? Raise of hands, right? We all know that. But did you know that it's actually oxidative stress that causes inflammation? We never heard about oxidative stress because there wasn't a solution for oxidative stress. You can't talk about a problem if there isn't a solution. But today there is. And when we look at the graph here, oxidative stress or free radical damage is attached to every one of our vital organs. So that tells us it's important that we need to pay attention to that, right? So if you go to PubMed.gov, I believe today there's over 320 studies that are connecting oxidative stress to anything and everything you don't want. And so you can have fun with that. You can go to PubMed.gov, type in oxidative stress and anything that concerns you, anything that's in your family, and go see how it brings it together and brings up the studies that connect oxidative stress to those conditions. So why do we have oxidative stress, or where do we get it? And really, in this toxic environment today, I say, where don't we get it? Sadly, right? So since the industrial revolution, we have been bombarded with over 80,000 new chemicals. We're talking herbicides, pesticides, GMOs, but we're also getting it from bad diets, our smoking and alcohol, poor sleep, high stress solutions, EMFs, cell phones, exercise, even exercise, you guys. Little exercise or too much exercise also increases our oxidative stress. It works here. So wouldn't you agree that that everybody needs to hear about reducing oxidative stress, right? So let's take another assessment. How are you feeling? Right? Do any of these very minor conditions that turn into major conditions, do any of these conditions over here speak to you, or maybe somebody you know and care about? So, oxidative stress can present itself in chronic fatigue, low energy, brain fog. Are you sick a lot? Aches and pains. There's so many things. You know, this is where I say, who do you know, right? Who do you know? So we're excited to share that our flagship product, Protandim NRF2, is simply made from God's pharmacy. With the ingredients, with these 5 natural herbal ingredients, we call it a super salad. And you might be looking at this and you may be saying, you know what? I'm pretty good. I'm already taking that. I'm taking turmeric. I'm taking green tea, right? However, it's the ratio that these are put in that creates a synergy that actually makes each one of them 1,800% more potent. This is why it takes education, you guys. This is why we share and educate and let people know how we are different, right? And so if you're reading this and you're saying, I'm already taking it, then you'll be happy to know that what this does differently is the formulation that it was put in. It goes in and it turns on the switch and activates the pathway. So our bodies can, so we can create our own antioxidants at a rate of 1,000,000 to 1 every second. Unlike the other sources that we're trying to get that antioxidant benefit from, fruits, berries, juices, shakes, those are only a 1-to-1 ratio. And when we have over 300 sextillion toxic free radicals attacking our cells, we physically cannot consume enough at a 1-to-1 ratio to even put a slight sliver in that number, right? So when I first heard cellular protection at the rate of 1-to-1 versus 1,000,000 to 1, that spoke loudly to me. Why? Because I didn't have medical insurance, remember, when I first heard this? And so I could not afford to get sick. How about you? So you can only imagine that when that ABC aired and that the investigative report aired and talked about our claim, that it captured the attention of researchers, scientists, and universities from all around the world. And I just want to say, take a good look at this, you guys. It is just amazing. American Heart Association, Colorado State, Harvard University. You can actually go to pubmed.gov and you can type in Protandim, and it will pull up, I think, 28 of the over 30 peer-reviewed studies on our product. And that's absurd, because most products, if they have any studies, maybe 1 or 2, they're generally on an ingredient in the product, not the product itself. What this tells me here when I look at this screen is this is, to me, our bragging rights. This tells me that I don't have to prove anything because it's already been proven. So we didn't stop there. And I don't know about you guys, but I have another question for you. Are you hearing all the buzz about collagen lately? I don't know. For me, I just thought it was hair, skin, and nails. But boy, was I wrong. I love getting educated. And what I'm learning is that this is the most abundant protein in our body. And that if we did not have collagen, that we would be a pile of goo on the floor, because this is the glue that holds everything together. Our tendons, our cartilage, our muscles, everything, our bones. So it's pretty important, and it depletes quite rapidly. So I gotta say, when LifeVantage launched our liquid collagen, I was a little bit apprehensive because, you know, I didn't want to be a Me Too product. Everybody else has got collagen, right? But I'm here to tell you that our company, LifeVantage, isn't a Me Too product. And now I'm introducing to you our activated liquid collagen. So here's where we get to see it goes far beyond skin, right? Skin, hair, and nails. It works for our joints, gut health, sleep quality, liver function, eye function, tissue repair, and mental health, mood, and brain support. And I want you to keep that in the back of your mind, because I'm going to share a little bit about that in a moment. So what makes us unique? So not only do we replenish and maintain, just like all the others, we actually activate. We activate our own collagen production. How do we do that? We do that with the ruby red quinoa extract, and it helps cell absorption. And what I really like is that it also decreases the degradation of our current collagen. That's huge. And if you look here, we love to educate with our activation, the difference of activation versus supplementation. And here we are not supplementing, we are activating. And you can see that here on the graph where it shows week 0 collagen density at 30.5, and at week 8 it is over doubled. And I really love that slide. Doesn't it look pretty? We have hydrolyzed marine peptides. And again, unlike other collagens that just contain 1 or 2 peptides, our collagen contains 10 peptides. And sometimes, you guys, every now and then we'll hear people say, but your product is more. And I just kind of puff up and say, yeah, it's more. It's more because we have more peptides. We're more because we activate. We are more, and we're proud of it. We have the citrus berry extract, helps maintain our collagen. And it also gives it a really nice appleberry flavor. But again, I love the fact that they also help slow down the breakdown of our existing collagen. And I always say it's equally as important what's not in it as what's in it. So there's no added sugars, there's no artificial sweeteners, no GMOs, dairy-free, gluten-free, and soy-free. So why did LifeVantage select a liquid option? Well, simply because there's better absorption, over 90%, whereas our competitors in their powder products are only 10 to 30%. True Science liquid collagen uses hydrolyzed collagen. So it's chopped up into tiny little pieces and allows our body to not have to struggle to break down the collagen, and allows for easier absorption. That's a tough word right there, absorption. We had an 8-week clinical trial, and I like to start from the right and go left. We had an 8% increase in skin elasticity. Our blood catalyst levels increased by a whopping 202%. We reduced skin roughness by 10%, and the depth of our crow's feet reduced 22%. But look at this, we increased collagen density by 100%. I don't know about you, but I'm excited about that. And we like to say documentation beats conversation any day. So I'm going to share some of our before and afters. And I got to tell you, when we first started with our before and afters, it was quite comical because we were seeing our before and after pictures on other people's products, sharing our pictures. No kidding. And how do I know that? Because we know these people. These are our friends. So this is Jane, and you're going to see just an overall smoothness of the skin, less fine lines and wrinkles. Look at her chest. Carrie Dickey, who introduced me, oh my goodness, this is why you want to take before and after pictures. She had no clue. She's bebopping along, right? And she's taken this product. But if you take pictures and go back and check every 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, and 3 months, you're going to have the surprise that she had when she went back and looked at her before and afters. So make sure that you take your before and after pictures. Isn't that incredible? And this young gal on the right, everybody thinks this is mother-daughter picture, and it's not. This is her before and after shots. And we like to call Betty our poster child. And you can see why. Can you imagine how she feels? So it's not just for women. We have a lot of men, and you'll see in a moment, that are also taking our collagen and loving it. Check out some of the necks, smoothness. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Here's some more of the men. Men, women, different skin types. Look at the smoothness, the tightness. Look at Mark on the right. That's amazing. 180 days. Make sure you give yourself the time to see these results. And I want to bring up Kim. So remember I said one of the benefits was brain health. Kim has a phenomenal before and after picture. Look at her eyes. But you know what excited her is that she was down for about a year after the loss of her mother, and she was just really suffering with some major brain fog. And after taking collagen, it lifted that cloud off of her. And I'm telling you, I saw her in person, and we recorded her, and she was like flying and bouncing off the walls. She got her life back. That is why our collagen is more. Take a peek at these. Here's our shampoo. Look at the smoothness of his skin. And it's not just the scruffiness because he shaved. Now we get to see some leg pictures. And aren't you just grateful that these lovely ladies shared these before and afters so we could really see? Check it out. Here's Brenda, my dear friend Brenda. Look at the tightness in her skin. Such a major difference. Oops, are we still going? Here we go. And I think this is Catalina on the right. She was so excited to share her eye pictures. She didn't even notice her hairline. It was somebody else who brought that attention to her. I really love that. Here's some more hair pictures. So again, you can see what's happening on the outside. Can you only imagine what is happening on the inside? And I'm really glad that LifeVantage conducted this study because, and this is on what we call our glow stack. And correct me if I'm wrong, Carrie, but I believe probably over 90% of those people that we just showed you the before and afters, they were all on Protandim as well. So it only makes sense that we would have a study that combined the two. So now I get to introduce our latest product that we get to show off, and we absolutely love our new True Renew. We're calling it our retinol alternative, and thankfully it does not have the side effects of retinol without no skin irritations, no sun sensitivities. It combats against 11 visible signs of aging. It reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, but I have to really highlight the hydration. When you use this product and you wake up in the morning and go wash your face, oh my goodness, the hydration that you feel in your skin 12 hours later or however, 10 hours later. So by now you're probably thinking, I'm ready to get activated, right? So let me introduce you to our companion activation line. And first I want to take a moment to share with everybody, everyone who is breathing needs to know about our NRF2. They need to be on our NRF2 product. And if you're going to add any of our companion pieces, we just want to make sure that NRF2 is also included in your kit. It is our foundation product, and it really should be yours too. So on the left, we have our daily essentials, our what I call R&R, Rise and Reset, micronutrients, our D3, we have our 3, what I call core activators. And this is where, if you're wondering where to start, this is where I recommend our 3 core activators. We have omegas, probiotic, prebiotic, our collagen, of course, a fabulous fat burn, our activated NRF2 hair care line, our NRF2 energy, which we call brain food, daily wellness, and of course we have Pet Tandem for our furry friends. And no, I didn't forget our True Science. I wanted to highlight our NRF2 True Science because our company is finishing up on a 4-day flash sale that ends tonight at midnight. And when we were talking about those studies, Louisiana State did 3 studies that said our NRF2 activation is chemopreventative against melanoma skin cancer. And our company said, well, we've got the inside out approach. It only makes sense to create a topical so we can get that outside in approach, right? So the special, the flash sale, you guys, is buy one, get one free, like the whole system. I've been with the company 11 years. I have never seen this product go on sale like that. So not only are we stocking up, and the big secret is there's no limit. So it's buy one, gift one. Who's on your holiday list? So as you can see, the possibilities are endless, and you're probably definitely ready to get activated, but you might be like me, and you might be saying, thank goodness, there's a business opportunity attached to these amazing products. There are so many reasons for us to be proud of LifeVantage. We have unique products, we have validation in studies, and I'm so grateful to be partnered with a publicly traded debt-free company that just recently, for the 2nd time, was up in New York ringing the closing bell on the NASDAQ. We're proud. And over on the bottom right, we have Aaron Brockovich, the environmental activist, who's actually on our board of directors. I want you guys to think, yes, it's a busy season. We're in the middle of December. It's the holidays, but please don't let yourself get hung up on that. This is the perfect time for an opportunity. I am so grateful after owning multiple businesses and starting new and making those payouts to have the perks that came with a network marketing company. And there are so many people that have partnered up in the month of December just so they can take advantage of those perks. So like myself, 2 days ago, I came on in December, and I can promise you there are people that are looking for ways that they can get tax write-offs and so on and so forth. And they're around other people, so they get to share and they get to talk, right? So are you feeling a little challenged? Yes, I want to be a customer, but I want to say the information that you're hearing tonight, it cannot be unheard. Once you leave, no matter what your decision is, you can't unhear what you just heard. So whether you're a customer or a consultant, we're going to ask you to keep your antennas up and make sure that as you're sitting next to somebody and you're prompted to share this with them, that you connect them with us, right? So what does it look like to partner up with LifeVantage? We have two. So what you do is you pick a stack or pick a pack. And what I like is that with LifeVantage, they give us the opportunity one time to whatever kit that we pick, we get a nice discount on these products. And so the Healthy Glow Stack, that's highlighting what we talked about this evening. And that's very, very popular. But if you're like me, I was business oriented. I wanted to be a product of the product. How can I talk and share these products if I couldn't touch and feel them, right? But I also wanted to take advantage of that discount opportunity, because once it's gone, it's gone. So we say, get in where you fit in and join us, right? The next thing we do is we pick a stack. And again, we have our Healthy Glow Stack. And right now, the company is, if you purchase the Healthy Consultant Glow Stack, which what that does is gives you 10 extra bottles so you can share them, then they're gifting us a free True Renew. And that special is good through February. So check this out. I really like when we get to share this information here. Our company is publicly traded. And so we are required to show the actuals that are being paid out to our consultants. And if you look at the low to mid section, we're looking at $659. So my question to you is, who do you know that can use an extra $500 a month? Think of gas, think of the groceries, right? Just to offset the gas and groceries. That's probably just about all of us, if you ask me. And when you look at the mid ranks, we're talking around $3,000 to $7,000. How many of you could be making different decisions and having different conversations if you had that extra income coming in each month, right? And I always say, becoming a customer is a user of the product. Becoming a consultant is also a user of the product that just shares it with the people that they know and care about. So my last question to you is, how would you like to have fun, make money, and make a difference and join us? And again, whether it is as a customer, as a consultant, or simply connecting people that you know and care about to us so we can share, because I always say, everybody deserves to know about this information. And I'm going to try to hit stop share here, right? And